So, what would be then your, I guess, high-level tips for structuring up ads in a way that can best support organic?
Yeah, I see a mixed bag of Apple Ads structures when we're working with new partners that we haven't worked with before. So it could be anything from I made a campaign group and I put a bunch of stuff in it. That's good, right? And I'm like, well, it's better than nothing, kind of. Um, but when like this is in Apple, you take their certification courses. There's like the discovery campaign where you hook it up to search match and broad match and let the algorithm know a few things you're interested in and it can find some related terms, or just say, hey, uh, tell me what I'm relevant for, and it will go try to find those. So there's a discovery campaign, and you want to isolate any campaigns like that into that group. Um, Competitor ad group, where you have other similar apps to yours, and you can put them in their own ad group. Brand defense, you put in its own ad group. And then there's feature-based keywords. And that's when I see too is those four get set up. But depending on your media spend budget and what your app does, it's often a good idea to have more than one feature-based group or even more than one competitor group. So that's kind of the second tier, I'd say, is when those four ad groups are set up so that you can see what at a high level in the web console, um, what's your conversion rates, tap through rates, CPIs, things like that, for not just my Apple ads, but your brand is inherently going to convert better than feature-based keywords than competitors, things like that. So if you look at your blended CPI and Apple ads and say, oh, it's $5, well, how much is that of that is the $1 CPI you're getting on your brand that's bringing it down, and how successful really is this campaign going? So that's the second structure. But I think building out more ad groups that have different features, like if you have a nutrition app, for example, you could have a dieting ad group, depending on what your app does, an exercise ad group, and then you can even branch out further to like keto diets or vegan diets, whatever it might be. Since Apple allows you to connect custom product pages to ad groups, you wouldn't be able to connect the creatives that would potentially convert better. You want to put like the vegan CPP in the keto ad group or the paleo ad group, right? So that's, I think, the biggest thing is having enough differentiation and contextual keywords in your ad groups. Again, depending on your budget, you can't do it if you don't have enough media spend to support it. Um, but that's really the thing I think a lot of developers could benefit from that I don't see when we start working with people is having unique ad groups so that you can measure how they perform granularly and run some tests on what creatives lower your CPIs, convert better, that sort of thing.